I'm Erica from the blog thesimplehomeplace.com, and today I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do in the kitchen. I'm actually going to be making some freezer corn, some refrigerator pickles. I have a whole bunch of veggies that I need to cut up and freeze, and then I'm also going to be making some homemade yogurt and homemade sour cream. So I thought I would show you all of that. Let's get going. The first thing that I'm going to do is prepare the brine for my refrigerator pickles. And so you just want to get all of those ingredients into a sauce pot and bring it to a low boil. So we'll let that do its thing. And then we're going to go over to our cucumbers, and I'm just chopping off both ends of all of those cucumbers, and I'll be fitting as many as I possibly can into my quart-size mason jar. You can see there's quite a few in there. And then I'll go back over to the stove. That brine is boiling, so I want to take it off, let it cool for about 5 minutes or so. And then I'm just grating in some fresh garlic. I've got 2 cloves there, and then I'll be adding in some dill. This recipe is for dill pickles, but you can really add whatever you like into there. If you like them spicy, you could do that. You could add some peppercorns, whatever you'd like. And I'm using Jill Winger's recipe. She's from the Prairie Homestead, and I'll leave a link to that recipe in the description. Then you want to put that cooled brine over top of your cucumbers, and you want to make sure that all of them are fully submerged. If there's any sticking out, it could promote mold growth. Then you just want to add a lid, leave them in the refrigerator for about 2 days or so, and they're ready to go. Then I'm just taking all of these tomatoes and adding them into a gallon freezer bag. I'm going to be making as much sauce as I can get out of everything I have in my freezer. So I'm just freezing everything that I buy or that we harvest from our garden until I can make sauce. And then I had some fresh onions that I also got. I chopped those up to freeze them, as well as these green peppers. So my freezer is getting pretty full, and it's super exciting. So I'm really happy about that. And then to finish up with all of my vegetables, I'm going to be husking my dozen ears of corn that I got at that Amish vegetable stand. So I'm just making sure that I get all of the husk off and as much of that silk as I possibly can. My oldest daughter actually helped me do this, and this was her first time, and she really enjoyed it, and it was fun to do that together. Then I'm just adding the corn into my big pot, adding some water and taking it to the stove. You want to boil them for about 6 minutes. So you could bring the water to a boil first and then put them in. This worked for me, so either way works. And then you want to get them into an ice bath right away so that they can cool down. And then you will just want to strain off all the water that you can. And then cut off all of the corn. It's a tedious process, it's a little bit messy, but it is so worth it to have fresh corn. Even if it's from the freezer, it will still taste amazing. Then I'm going to be making some homemade sour cream, and this recipe is super simple. It's literally 2 ingredients. You just need some heavy whipping cream and a probiotic yogurt. I'm using the Stonyfield plain yogurt, and you don't have to use this one, but you want to make sure that it says probiotic yogurt on the front. That is what is going to work its magic to make this heavy whipping cream into sour cream. So you just add a couple of heaping tablespoons to your jar, to your heavy whipping cream, and mix it. And this recipe is from Becky at the Acre Homestead, and I will link her video and the recipe to this. So you just want to make sure you stir it thoroughly, and then put on a lid, whatever kind of lid that you have, and I'm just grabbing a plastic lid. Those are my favorite. Then you're going to wrap your jar in a big towel, and this is just going to help to retain heat. And I'll explain that process towards the end of the video, but just wrap that jar up real nice. Then I'm going to be making some homemade yogurt in the crock pot, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on this. So I'll just show you a little bit of the process. But like I said, I'll go over all of that in a separate video that will be coming soon. going to be taking my sour cream and my yogurt over to the oven. And you want your oven to be warm. So what I do is I turn it on the lowest setting and then turn it off. And then you want to actually have your oven light on, and that's going to help retain heat. And you're just going to leave them overnight, 8 to 12 hours. And then this is actually the next morning with my yogurt. Now let's check out what our sour cream looks like. I'm just going to be unwrapping it, and like I said, I will link Becky's video from Acre Homestead. She's got an entire dedicated video to making sour cream. But as you can see, it's already looking amazing. Just put it in the refrigerator for about a day and it thickens up, and it is so good. It's better than any store-bought sour cream that you'll ever get. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, or give it a thumbs up. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.